Israel has been intensifying its strikes against Hezbollah in recent days due to the terror group rearming themselves in Lebanon in clear violation of the ceasefire agreement with Israel. In recent months, Hezbollah has been ramping up its efforts to resupply arms and fighters to its ranks. Israel's leaders are warning Lebanon to stop Hezbollah before things escalate further. The question is war about to break out in Lebanon? Just yesterday, the IDF announced that its forces conducted an overnight strike in southern Lebanon that killed 4 members of Hezbollah's elite Radwan force. The strike targeted the logistics commander of the unit, who was overseeing the rebuilding of Hezbollah's terror infrastructure and the smuggling of weapons into southern Lebanon. Last week, the IDF conducted an operation in the Lebanese town of Blida, where Hezbollah had taken over a municipality building for terror activities, trying to hide in civilian infrastructure. The IDF said, "This is another example of a pattern of behavior that endangers the residents of Lebanon and reflects Hezbollah's cynical exploitation of civilian infrastructure for terror purposes." The Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam condemned the incident where the IDF went into the town of Blida, calling it a blatant attack on the institutions and sovereignty of the Lebanese state. Also, the Lebanese president, Joseph Aoun, instructed the Lebanese army to, quote, confront any Israeli incursion into Lebanese territory. Even though, according to the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Lebanon, Lebanon is supposed to remove Hezbollah from southern Lebanon and prevent the group from rearming in the region. The agreement was for the Lebanese armed forces to take control of the territory south of the Latani River and remove Hezbollah completely from Israel's northern border. Israel's defense minister, Israel Katz, warned that Hezbollah's actions along Israel's northern border could trigger a broader escalation. In a statement on Monday, Israel Katz said, quote, Hezbollah is playing with fire, and the president of Lebanon is dragging his feet. The Lebanese government must uphold its commitment to disarm Hezbollah and remove it from southern Lebanon. Enforcement will not only continue, it will intensify. We will not allow threats against our northern communities. Also last Thursday, Israel's foreign minister, Gideon Sa'ar, warned that Hezbollah is ramping up its rearmament efforts, adding that Israel, quote, will not stand idly by. We'll be right back with the rest of the show in just 1 second, but first, bringing you accurate information about what is happening in Israel and the Middle East like we do in these videos isn't easy or cheap, and we would like to ask you if you find value in this channel and the information we are bringing to the world every week. Please consider joining our team in producing these videos by supporting us monthly. We don't have any paid advertisers and we're not backed by any big media networks. Everything we create is made possible by people like you who believe in standing with Israel and sharing the truth. Your support helps us keep telling the stories that matter and giving a clear, honest voice to what is actually happening here in Israel. If you're able to join us, we have a special access Telegram group with behind-the-scenes content, updates on our volunteer work here in Israel, special store discounts, prayer requests, and a monthly Zoom call with Joshua Waller, and much, much more. If you would like to join us, you can go to theisraelguys.com/donate or click that link down in the description below. Now, the Lebanese government has made official efforts to disarm Hezbollah, but so far has failed to do so. On the other hand, it appears that Hezbollah is taking control of the narrative in Lebanon. Political moves by Hezbollah politicians in the Lebanese government show that Hezbollah is trying to position itself as the defender of Lebanon. They are vowing to resist any efforts to disarm them by the Lebanese government. Hezbollah parliament member Hazan Ezzedine recently asked why the Lebanese government has not used the Lebanese army to fight Israel, saying, quote, take the necessary measures to repel Israeli aggressions. In recent days, Israel has confirmed that Hezbollah has succeeded in smuggling hundreds of short-range missiles into Lebanon over the recent months via the Syrian border. Security sources have said that Tel Aviv has informed Washington about the details of arms smuggling operations across the Syrian-Lebanese border. According to the Israel Broadcasting Authority, the atmosphere in Lebanon is highly tense and the likelihood of a confrontation with Israel is high and cannot be completely prevented. Interestingly enough, the U.S. envoy Tom Barak is not optimistic about Lebanon freeing itself from Hezbollah, saying, quote, Lebanon is a failed state. There's no central bank. The banking system is bust. There's no electricity. People rely on private generators. For water and education, you need private providers. So what's the state? The state is Hezbollah. In the south, Hezbollah provides water and education. It has 40,000 soldiers. The Lebanese armed forces has 60,000. But Hezbollah soldiers make $2,200 a month, while the Lebanese armed forces soldiers make $275. Hezbollah has 15 to 20,000 rockets and missiles, and the Lebanese armed forces have old Jeeps and AK-47s. Needless to say, Tom Barak's view of Hezbollah being rid out of Lebanon is not so good looking. Meanwhile, Israel's defense forces are conducting massive exercises to prepare for potential escalation with the terrorists of Hezbollah. The training shows Israel's technological progress, including the use of drones in combat missions. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said yesterday at the government's cabinet meeting that Israel would do everything necessary to prevent Hezbollah from rearming. He said, quote, Hezbollah is constantly taking hits, but it's also trying to rearm and recuperate. We expect the Lebanese government to uphold its commitments, namely to disarm Hezbollah. But it's clear we'll have to exercise our right to self-defense as stipulated in the ceasefire terms. We won't let Lebanon become a renewed front against us, and we'll do what's necessary. It's clear to any person who has some common sense that terrorists never keep their side of the agreement, therefore making it very dangerous and difficult to make agreements with them. We don't know exactly what's going to happen in Israel's north, whether war will indeed break out again, but let's continue to pray that Israel will gain the victory to protect Israel's north from Hezbollah and also to protect Israel's south from the terrorists of Hamas who are still in Gaza. The good thing is that the real protector of Israel is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and he never lets his guard down. As it says in Psalms 121 verse 4, Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Guys, don't forget to check out theisraelguys.com/donate if you would like to help us out. Click that link down in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching.